Welcome to the most extreme ranking challenge.
Welcome to another Most Extreme Ranking Challenge. This is the 10th episode, guys. We're almost to, it's almost a decade of episode. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, welcome. We're going to be talking, speaking of decades, by the way, I did not plan that at all. We're going to be talking about 90s cartoons. We all grew up in the 90s. We love 90s cartoons. They're a big deal for us. And today we're going to be ranking them like crazy with... Always, I have three amazing co-hosts, and we have an amazing guest for you as well. The first one coming up is Marcelous Samuel.
What's going on? It's the man, the myth, the Lycan himself, Marcelous from LycanNerdTV. Yeah, you like that. I was practicing that all week.
I love it.
You can leave it in there that I was practicing all week. I don't care, nigga.
I felt it down here. It's good. It was good. Alrighty. And Lemar Harris.
I don't know how I became the voice of reason of this show, but I did. What up, everybody? My name's Lemar.
Matthew Johnson.
God damn it!
You look so much like a Muppet there. That just like the
that
way
was a
you
Muppet
moved,
burn. Yeah,
like the way it was just the. I was
chaos.
All of a sudden, that's Sam the Eagle. Damn.
So true. And you just heard him, our amazing guest, voice actor extraordinaire, Mr. Adin Rudd.
Hello. I am here.
Oh my god! I forgot.
Yes.
He's gonna do all the voices.
And,
oh my god!
Without further adu, you guys, we're gonna be picking the 5 best 90s cartoons, the 3 worst 90s cartoons. Almost said anime. We're not counting anime. Marcelous, please give us your warning.
Okay, so this time I have 2 warnings. Now, if you're a fan of this podcast, you know the first warning. This is not the official list of the top 5 animated 90s cartoons from the 90s. This is not that. Yeah. This is our choice, an amalgamation of all the great cartoons that we grew up on, that we love, our own list, and that's what we're making. So don't get in our DMs. Don't message us. You did message me every time. You DM me every time. So I don't even know why I'm saying this. But please, don't get mad at us if your cartoon isn't on the top 5. Now, this is where I'm throwing a wrench into our regular thing. I think that we should disqualify 4 cartoons off the top.
Snap.
Now listen. Everybody listen, okay?
Okay.
Now, right before we start, I think we should disqualify 4. Now, if you got a problem with this, I definitely understand it. It's cool. We're not going to do it. But I think to make this list official, because these 4 cartoons, we already know they top 5, all right? These 4 is going to make it. So I'm saying that we disqualify.
Oh, God.
Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, X-Men the Animated Series, and Spider-Man the Animated Series from the 90s.
Only one of those were on my list.
Fine with those.
No, but I'm saying those are going to be the most everybody wants to like. We could argue about that for 2 hours straight, and I don't think you should.
Okay, those are all ranked number 0. How about that? That's good. All right. Yeah. So, and without further ado, you guys, our judges for this will be at number 5, Mr. Adin Rudd. Number 4, me. Number 3, Marcelous. Number 2, Matthew. And number 1, Mr. Lemar Harris, our voice of reason. And then for the bottom 3, it will be Adin Rudd, Matthew, and then me for the worst 90s cartoon of all 90s. And with that saying, with me saying that, I will start off with my number 5. Guys, the 90s were really crazy. There was a lot of violence. We got away with a lot of stuff in the 90s. However, I've always been partial to not only in anime, but also in just normal cartoons. I love slice of life. I like stories just about friends, people hanging out, camaraderie, going through real problems and stuff like that. And there's one show that we've actually talked about in this show several times, and also in Less Extreme Ranking Challenge. This show always made you feel good about yourself. Everybody was just like either so positive, like even the bullies, like you kind of cared about. They were kind of jerks, but like in the end, they were nowhere near as bad like as Simpsons and stuff. I love Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was like one of those shows where you just really like all the characters, even if they are kind of bad. And yes, here's the thing. This is my Undertaker, okay? I know I'm starting with a hardcore one. But you know what? We always do this. You always overlook my choice. You always overlook my choices, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm loud. I'm proud, okay, and I'm football size heading it. Let's do this. I was so bad. I don't know where I am.
Starting off with a bang. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's dope, man.
I don't dislike that pick.
No, I don't dislike that at all. I think it's higher, but that's just me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Let's
Shit,
go,
I don't
man.
mind.
Go ahead,
All right.
bro.
Because this is the most hardest list we've ever done. You have
No,
no
it's not.
idea. To me, it is. So the only thing that made it harder was the fact that we no longer include an anime. Because I swear to baby Jesus, Ogenki Clinic would be on this list for me. And if you're a connoisseur like I am, you would fucking know what Ogenki Clinic is. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving forward, this 90s cartoon.
We're gonna do that all match.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this all the time. This cartoon was great. It was the cartoon that I watched every time I ditched school and I had to sit there at 8:30 in the morning, and it came on right after the big comfy couches shit. It taught me how to get a library. They had a little sister that was annoying as fuck, and every day I'm walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view, and I'm choosing Arthur as my number 5 choice.
Oh my god.
It was educational.
I went educational up in this shit. Also, I still think, and I said this right now, DW should have gotten punched constantly because
Multiple
that
times.
sister was annoying as hell.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Mhm. But that's my 5 choice, Arthur. Yeah, he taught me how to get a library card. That was great.
PBS for the win.
Wow, that's a good one. All right,
Yo,
Marcelous.
we dropping shit. Like I
Okay,
said, would have been on
all
Yankee
right.
Clinic, but y'all wouldn't let me have anime. So whatever.
No.
All right. All right, we're going hard on this, so I'm gonna go next. All right. So this was there's a lot of cartoons that tried to redo what the 80s did and what a lot of original cartoons did. And this was one of the rare occasions that they were able to repurpose something that was old school, that was still gangsta. I learned a lot. I'm a big Daffy Duck fan. If you guys can see from the pants, I got Daffy on
I
the
love
pants.
Daffy.
Wow.
Why they look so clean though?
Because I don't like to wear them. Like I wear them on occasion and shit. But look, this is one of the times like I learned.
I can't even do it.
Nice, Tyler. This is one of the
can't even do
this is one of the reincarnations of Daffy that I loved, and to this day I still say a lot of things that this character says. I'm gonna stop talking about it. We talking Tiny Toon Adventures. If you didn't watch Tiny Toon Adventures,
Plucky Duck.
Plucky Duck was hey pretty
Plucky.
lady. Plucky was my nigga. I'm sorry, Daffy's my nigga. I don't care if y'all think the duck can't be black. The duck got a black card for me. But yeah, Tiny Toon Adventures was one of those rare occasions where they were able to do something like Looney Tunes, and it actually came out really dope. I can watch Tiny Toon Adventures right now, and it's still funny as hell. Babs Bunny was like way before her times. Like that was a character that we needed. Even a lot of the side characters that they did, the grandma, the little girl with the dog. That man, it was just come on, like Mandy.
Baby Babs?
You're talking about Amara. Oh.
No, it was
Amara,
Mandy.
yeah.
It was Mandy.
Yeah, that's Mandy.
Wait, I thought Mandy was part of Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs.
She.
It's Elmira.
Yeah, Elmira. You're thinking about Elmira.
No, I'm not talking about Amara. So there was like these little cut scenes in between Tiny Toon Adventures, and she had a dog, and the dog was always trying to save her.
Yeah, that's Mandy.
No, that's Buttons and
no.
That's Buttons and Mindy. That's
Buttons and Mindy.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, it's Buttons and Mindy. Yeah, that was Animaniacs.
What's that?
That's
Yeah,
Animaniacs,
that's
bro.
Animaniacs.
I'm fucking
Same
up.
creative team.
Same creative team. Yeah,
but
same people.
But yeah, just
Same
okay, I'm
universe.
fucking that up. But yeah, Tiny Toon Adventures is amazing. I'm gonna shut up because I'm fucking up my own argument. All right, everybody.
All right. I guess I'll do this last one. I want to let you know that my 5th was going to be Street Sharks. I was just going to throw some jokes out there. It was going to be Street Sharks, but Tyler had to come out swinging at 5, so I had to adjust slightly. And I want to put some respect on her name. The greatest educator to ever let us know. The motherfucker who got us into the Bloods, who got us into Pluto, who let us know that friction is necessary, who went us down deep, who let us know that fucking field trips can be the shit. The greatest redheaded white woman ever on television. Give it up to Miss Frizzle in the Magic School Bus, motherfucker. It had
That's so low,
diversity
but yeah,
before
man,
diversity was a thing. The black kid was just a kid that was black. He didn't have no tragic backstory. So did the Asian child. Fucking fuck Janet. Fucking, you know who Janet is.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck Janet. Okay.
Yep.
She was so
Wait, who
bad
was
she
the kid
lasted
that-
one episode.
that was always making jokes? Frankie? Which one was
Oh
Ralphie.
my God.
Ralphie,
Ralphie.
yes.
Ralphie and Carlos. Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos. That was
Carlos.
Carlos.
Oh my God.
Once
Fuck
again,
you, Carlos.
just
Same.
Hispanic. There's nothing special about him. He didn't
Nothing.
learn how to make a taco. Nothing.
He
He's just a
didn't
bunch of
say
kids.
buns.
He didn't say
He
shit.
just made
He
fun.
never said hola.
Not one goddamn
Fuck.
time. And Miss Frizzle taught those kids with that fucking lizard for, I think, 3 seasons or some shit like that. Anyway,
I
Magic
think
School
more than
Bus.
that.
So many.
Yeah.
Magic School
Yeah.
Bus.
Well,
Well
Aiden,
done.
you have a fucking
All right.
list
And
that you
by the
have to
way,
choose.
give it up to homeboy at the end who corrected mistakes they had. Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Corrections. Like, by the way, I know we said this, but it's a cartoon, but really that. Just to let you
They
know
checked
to
themselves.
not trip. I'm sorry, it's gonna be Magic
It's
School
gonna be
Bus.
a rough one. It's gonna be
It
rough.
is.
Okay. All right. Aiden, do you remember him? Do you need a refresher?
No, I remember them all.
Okay.
Oh, this is hard.
Welcome.
First
Yeah.
off, unfortunately, there's one show I got to disqualify right off the bat because they hired Steven Crowder as a child, so Arthur's out. So I can't do that.
Well, that just blew my shit out the window. See, this is the problem with having an actual professional voice actor because he knows this shit. Because none of us would have knew that shit at all.
Nah.
So I would have had a chance.
I got to throw it out because we can't have a show with Nazis as voice actors in them. So,
But
let's
agree
go
with this
back to
rule.
the
It's
rest of
still
them.
going on now, but
I really like Tiny Toons as a choice, but you kind of like flipped over your own argument a couple times. I also do really like. I'm like kind of between Hey Arnold and Magic School Bus. I'm gonna go Magic School Bus. I'm gonna go Magic School Bus.
Upset.
okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm
I
perfectly
like the
fine with
case
that.
about like the educational, the diversity,
Yeah,
of
course.
I love the Carlos
I get
never
it.
said hola.
Not one time.
Not one time.
Matt called that one. That was a
I'm
good
just-
one, Matt.
I'm
It was
just saying.
good.
So, also, I just want to clarify real quick. Yes, you're right with Arthur. That's right. But Arthur themselves is still running right now and has been progressive with some shit because Mr. Ratburn just got married to a guy recently. You know, congratulations to his ass. So he does have a husband. So that says something. Just saying.
And
Just
to
saying.
be,
Just
and
saying.
to be fair, Crowder's been off the show since he was a
Yeah.
child. So
Yeah. Fuck that nigga. Just saying. That should have qualified if you knew that.
Thank you
but
very
whatever.
much for the pick. I've been
Oh,
fired
man.
this show for the last 2 episodes.
Miss
Yeah,
Frizzle.
yeah, you have been.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I thought I had that one in the bag, but
If
that's
you don't bring
already.
back
Nah.
Arnold,
Dude, it
we'll be
was-
mad though.
It was honestly like I was ready to give it to you for Hey Arnold, but Lemar came out swinging. Like,
What the fuck? I'm pretty sure Arthur would have won that if we didn't have a professional fucking voice actor. I swear.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Swear
know
to
that
God.
shit. I didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Yeah.
No clue.
Memes
I didn't know that
alone.
shit till now.
Memes
he's
alone
the guy
aren't the
from
one.
fucking Change My Mind meme.
Oh,
Oh,
I know who Arthur is, but not the voice actor. Anyway,
Okay.
where
Anyway,
we at?
number 4, Aiden. Oh, so with this one, I will be the judge. Aiden, would you like to go first?
oh my God.
Sure.
I'm
All
worried
right.
now.
So number 4, I'm gonna go with one of the more like. I'm gonna also go educational here because this show it was technically late '90s, and it might have even lapsed into the 2000s a bit. But we're gonna talk about a show that featured Mr. Tim Curry and a talking monkey and a bus that went around all over the world talking to animals, and we're gonna be talking about the Wild Thornberries up in here.
Oh shit! Oh
I tried to
god
forget
damn
about
it!
that. Yeah,
Nah,
that's I believe
we gotta
that was
go-
97.
We
so
gotta
that
go with
counts.
this
Mhm.
one because the Wild Thornberries had constant education about like animals and wildlife. Poachers were villains. It was the only way that kids ever learned that poaching was a problem. And you got to see all these
Yep.
diverse cultures because they would go to like India and Africa and all over the place. They only went to America like twice. Like
Don't forget,
it was
don't forget
mostly-
about a voice performance by the one Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers as
That's right. As
Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
Donnie was-
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Donnie was
that.
Donnie was the
that
wild
makes
child,
sense
and then
now.
Darwin was the monkey. But yeah.
That makes so much sense now.
And also, props to Wild Thornberries because it's one of the few 90s cartoons that had a movie that was really
Yep.
damn good.
Did not suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really good.
It actually had character development. The characters had like genuine emotional moments. It was also funny. So Wild Thornberries, that's my pick.
Didn't they have a crossover at one point with like Rugrats?
Yeah, they had a
yes,
movie.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
like
They
the
had a movie.
Rugrats in the Wild or something.
Yeah.
Or the TV special, I think.
That
what
was
it
dope.
TV. Yeah, that was dope. Well, I'm not gonna follow that. So when y'all go?
Well, okay, I'm gonna follow. I'll follow it because I
ahead.
know my choice is not gonna make it. I'm saying this choice specifically
mine
so it
ain't
could be
either.
heard. This is so in the 90s we had a lot of TV shows that tried to copy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We had so many. We had so many. And this was one of them that was actually great that I love that I can still watch to this day. I'm talking Biker Mice from Mars. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
God, I had those action figures too. Yep.
Me too. Yes.
Going deep.
I played the Super Nintendo racing game they had.
See, it's one of those things where it had a comic series, it had video games, it had action figures. It made a life of its own. And a lot of people branded it as, oh, you're just trying to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it was actually nothing like it. It was its own entity. It was dope as hell. And if you watch it now, you'll see that they were teaching a lot of little things. Like the main character that's a woman, the only human that's usually as a main character on this TV show, she's a business owner and she doesn't take no shit from no one. She's always saving the biker mice. Like she was dope as hell. She was once again before her time. So I'm going Biker Mice from Mars. Enough said before I put my foot in my mouth.
Biker Mice from Mars.
Dude, that show was, those action figures are badass too.
Oh my God, this is so.
I want to look it up right now so I can try and like.
You know what? I want Matthew to go. I'm not gonna lie. He went last every single time last episode.
Sure, I'll fucking go. I don't care. This is hard, and I pray that one of y'all will put Hey Arnold higher on the list. I truly hope, because I can't choose number 2, so I have to fucking like say my other stories. So right now, this animated cartoon was actually, I think, to my knowledge, was one of the first animated cartoons that actually was kind of a sketch comedy. Not a lot of them existed. It had a nice little character with June. It had one of my favorite segments, Prometheus and Bob in Action League Now and everything. And I'm choosing Kablam.
Yes.
Kablam was one of the
Yeah,
dope as fuck.
Dude.
Action League Now,
Action League
fucking
Now
Like
was
Loopy,
bomb.
Sniz and Fondue. I just remember Sniz and Fondue. I don't even know if they were brothers. I don't know what the fuck they were, but they were also named different. Dude, you don't remember Sniz and Fondue? They just was like two brothers that just ended up in different scenarios. And the short little one was a smarky little motherfucker, and I loved them. Like, yo.
Action League Now made me like. That's why I started doing like any stop motion at all when I was younger.
Wow.
Man, that was like a big deal for me.
Show. Like, don't get me wrong, it has some bad moments and it has some fucking rough shows. Like Angela Anaconda kind of sucked. It was kind of some weird animation, but everything else was great. I'm just saying, it was great. It was amazing, and also, like I said, it was one of the first animated sketch comedies, and you really don't see that at all, really, if you think about it. You know,
it's true.
So, Kablam is my choice. Yeah.
Damn, you going hard.
All right, Lemar.
I'm trying to win one. I haven't won one in like 4 episodes. I'm trying to get one.
That's not true.
No, ever since I won the soundtrack one, I just haven't gotten shit ever since then.
What? You won 2 in the DC one. You got Lucius Fox and Cyborg. Fuck off.
That was love. That was pure love.
I got entities. I know.
Okay, that's because we're black. Whatever. The point is, Kablam is my choice.
You got Lucius Fox. Okay.
So, I don't know what happened to the studio, but Nickelodeon was fire as shit in the 90s. But here's another thing that Nickelodeon did. They put adult cartoons during the kids block and said, I dare you to say something. Now, I know what everyone thought about immediately, and I'm going to say not that one, because if you have to go back and watch it, there's some whiffs. There's some whiffs, and there's some stuff in there that doesn't land quite right, and definitely doesn't past 2021. I'm going to bring you over to the next one. They brought it down, they cleaned up their animation style, and they put a fucking baby kangaroo called a wallaby in it. And I'm going to bring up Rocko's Modern Life as number 4 as one of the best. Oh my God.
That's a grown man animation shit right there.
That was just enough adult humor where it was hilarious and it made you feel like you're an adult if you got it, but it was not overly vulgar.
It wasn't damaging.
You could watch it. And who's the one who thought, like, you work at a comic book store and can own a house? That shit's the most dope life I've ever heard in my life.
In the 90s?
In the 90s.
You turn
You
the
got-
page,
and-
you wash your hands.
That
Rocco.
boomer
Wash
Gen
your
X
hands.
president.
Turn
Then you
page,
turn the page,
wash your
and then you
hands.
wash your hands. No, the best
We
one
all
was
thought
when-
we was. I
Nah.
never thought I'd feel so. Dude, when Filbert went to go get his teeth cleaned, that entire
Yeah.
frightening ass episode.
Yeah.
You got fucking Heifer is in the House of Wolves, and they love
fucking-
his fat ass.
Mhm.
They love
Fucking when
his ass.
Rocco was like a sex operating, he was like, "Oh baby,
Oh,
oh baby,
baby,
He was
oh,
like,
baby.
shit, this is Big Head," and they both hung up because they realized who it was. Man,
Classic.
beautiful.
I'm bringing up Rocco. I think Rocco is the
beautiful.
better of the adults ones. Even the vacuum cleaner episode where they murdered all the bugs in half the fucking town. The Succomatic or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
The
Rocco
Bucks,
for number
they
4.
murdered everything.
Oh, man.
Literally
Oh, man.
everything.
Yeah. At the end of that,
This
when
is
they were-
hard.
That is so funny because I was hanging out with one of my animator friends today. We were actually talking about Rocko's Modern Life for like a good hour. Man, I did not think of any of these shows. So this is very interesting for me right now. Dude, Biker Mice from Mars was so good. I mean, I love those action figures. I still have 2 of them still today. Yeah, somewhere at home in Austin. But it's great. I'm so happy you said it, but I don't think it is. I think, yeah, that one. Oh man, this is so tough.
This
Okay,
is really hard, Tyler. Like this whole list is rough.
this one is really.
I didn't know how hard we was gonna go.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna say. I'm not gonna. I'm not.
I will
I'm not gonna
say, I was debating between Wild Thornberries and another one that somebody else already talked about right here. So,
You can
Oh,
bring
wow.
back. You can bring back stuff that didn't win.
Yeah, you can bring.
Of course.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
we're
bring
gonna
it
no,
back.
bring
no,
back
no, no, no,
Arnold.
no. I just don't want to help that person until after we find out.
Right.
who won.
I hear that.
Nah, you can agree.
Man.
Come on.
I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna say no to Kablam because honestly, I just watched almost all of it because it's almost all on YouTube. Prometheus's Bob is the only thing that still stands up today, and like a lot, like you
It
said,
does.
there's a lot of
God,
fluff.
it
There's a
does.
lot of bad in it, like especially
Yeah,
the
I mean,
paper.
but
There's a
like,
lot of
almost
bad.
all
it
the,
is what it
almost
is.
all
It
the
was
paper,
the 90s.
almost all
Angela
the paper
Anaconda
stuff.
was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But it was the 90s, though. Keep that in mind. Different time.
Angela Anaconda at the start of the freaking Digimon movie was a goddamn travesty.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't, Aiden. Stop talking. You're not helping me right now. I'm trying to win one. Okay, stop. Stop
Okay,
that shit. All right.
I am not the biggest fan of Rocko's Modern Life. I have an appreciation for it, but I also know that it's really important, and there's a reason why it got its own movie again last year or 2 years ago. And Wild Thornberries was really important, and I loved that show when I was a kid. But I have to say, I think I have to give it to Rocko's Modern Life because I think it was way too influential on like the weirdness. I think it really, like, after that other show that I won't name until way later on in this episode, just teaser, that show, I think, kind of, like, let us know, and I think got us ready for, like, SpongeBob and a bunch of other shows that came out after it. So,
Yeah.
as much as I do not want to give Lemar this win, I
Come on.
really do think that Rocko's Modern Life was, like, that influential
Aiden,
one, man. I
Aiden,
didn't want
you're
to
the
give him that
voice
win.
actor. You're the voice actor. You
No,
want to throw in your
no.
card? You can throw in your card if you want.
No, I got 2 things to say. One, I was debating between Wild Thornberries and Rocco.
Rocco.
So-
I knew it, yeah.
So
And
either way,
two,
guys, I didn't want to give it to Lemar, I swear,
I
but
bet
man,
you fuck. Man, you sure you don't want to just change it to Lamar's Extreme Ranking Challenge and shit? Just something like, nigga, this is what's been going on for like the last
Let
3
it be
fucking
go
weeks every
last.
time. Just put
Okay.
his name in the title,
Jesus.
nigga. Let's keep rolling.
okay,
Shit.
we're going with number
number
3.
3.
Marcelous is the judge. I will go first. Okay, guys, before we said this, I was saying all the different channels that existed, and there was one that a lot of people forget about because it's no longer around anymore, or kinda. I love this show. It wasn't for kids, but I did love it anyway, and it's also based on a comic strip that is, I think, is still a very prevalent and very beloved comic strip as well. No, you don't know what it is. I guarantee you
bet?
don't know what it is. Oh, really? Okay. It is about an engineer who has a dog, and
Nope,
goes to work every day, deals with everybody's crap.
Start with a
and
D, baby.
Starts with D. It is, and it rhymes with Dilbert. It's Dilbert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love Dilbert.
Oh,
Dilbert was
geez.
the
Love
shit.
Dilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going Garfield.
I work in corporate America. I feel his pain so much.
Like, you know
Dilbert was so ahead of its time. I actually still have the DVD set out there. And it's scratched up. I watched it so many times. It was brilliant. It was 3 seasons on UPN. It was brilliant. It was what's his name? Marv from Home Alone was Dilbert. Chris Elliott was Dogbert, and he was perfect. Jason Alexander was the
Dogbert.
was Dogbert.
Homie.
Sorry, and it had Kathleen Kennedy or Kathleen Griffith or Kathy Griffith as what's her name? Triangle hair.
I forgot her name, but I know what you're talking about.
But like the voice cast was perfect. The comedy was so fantastic. Every single episode, I still laugh at today. I bought it all. I have the DVD set. I bought it on Amazon Prime, and I still watch it when I'm in a bad mood. That show is so brilliant and so ahead of its time. Like, I guarantee you, if you watch it and you watch through the first 5 episodes, especially the 5th episode, you're gonna love it. It is so fucking funny and easily overlooked, and everybody forgot about you. A lot of people forgot about UPN, but man, they had some bomb cartoons, and Dilbert was absolutely one of them. And 3 years for a cartoon that nobody watched is like pretty good, and the reviews on it were astounding. It was like the Arrested Development of cartoons.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I'll go next because every time I go last, and it causes
You win.
issues.
God. Every fucking time. Motherfucker.
This show deserves a lot of respect. I watched it when I was too young, so I didn't really understand how beautiful it was until I rewatched it as an old person. It also was the show that made me really look for African American representation where it wasn't there intrinsically. I used that word incorrectly, but that's what I did. Take those SATs. This was a funny show. Smart. I would like to say this was actually a Doug funny show. I want to give it up to Doug for being one. That was the slice of life that I grew up with. I like how it was not only just a colorful cast of characters, but it was a colorful class of characters. Skeeter, blue family, that was clearly black. Roger was green. We don't know who he was. Patty Mayonnaise could have been Filipino, Mexican, Hawaiian. We don't know, but all we know is that we wanted that mayonnaise.
Yes, we did.
Fucking The Beats was the best band that I've never heard of. That I wanted to Killer Tofu. Killer Tofu.
Killer Tofu. Oh God, I wanted that. I wanted that soundtrack. Yep. I wanted that soundtrack.
I want to say that Doug, if it wasn't for Doug, we probably would not have gotten Daria. So I'm going to give it up to Doug.
Doug is the shit, man.
I will say this: the Disney Doug fucking sucked, though.
Yeah,
but I think
Nickelodeon Doug.
But I think that was 2000, so that doesn't even count. So
Nickelodeon.
I will count that as I would count that as two different shows because
shows.
That was
also I would like to say, unlike many animations, Nickelodeon Doug actually had a finale episode where they finished. Actually, Nickelodeon did that.
The Disney one had a movie. The Disney one had a movie.
Yeah.
With a nematode.
That was like the most fan service shit I'd ever seen. Like,
definitely.
They were like, we want more Quail Man, and so they gave you like way too much Quail Man. We're like, oh, I was never mind.
Quail Man was just so Doug could be powerful for a second, and just to like escape and shit. It was just escapism. That's the most. I wish I was able to watch that when I was a young adult because that would have landed harder. But I do remember going, "This is cool." For the age I did watch it. So I'll give it to Doug. What y'all got, motherfuckers?
Oh, God. This is
rough. Okay. I'll go next.
Go ahead.
I'll go next. I'm going to bring up one that somebody talked about earlier. So, speaking of shows that got a movie with a theatrical release.
Oh, my God.
And
yes, please.
A show with great characters and all sorts of crazy shit happening in the Bronx with Stoop Kid. We're going with Hey Arnold right here.
I'm fine with that.
Because honestly, part of the reason why I didn't pick Hey Arnold for 5 was because I thought 5 was too low.
Yeah.
So,
Hey Arnold's still too low, my nigga.
Yeah, like
Still
that has
too low.
never been said.
yeah,
Arnold's still
so,
too low in
yeah.
my book.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Hey Arnold, the character writing is fantastic. I love the voice cast. Funny enough, Eugene from Hey Arnold grew up into Ben Diskin, so who is a constant anime voice actor. He's Haida in Agretzko and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Great
Really?
dude. Yeah,
Oh.
Haida in Agretzko. He's Bon in Seven Deadly Sins and stuff. Great guy. Great guy.
Okay.
But,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, Eugene had an upgrade. Shit. Woo.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Eugene.
Yeah.
Step that shit
He's
up.
okay. He's okay.
Don't stroke his ego too
my
much,
God.
guys.
Shout out
Oh
to
my God.
Tyler, was the only one who got that joke.
All right, Matt, what you
I'm
got?
gonna go with Hey Arnold.
This is rough. This is rough because I really do think Hey Arnold needs to go higher. But if I lose to this one, I'm fine with that. The only reason why I'm choosing this one because it's exactly my number 2, but because I'm the judge of number 2, I can't put it as my number 2. So this, 3 boys. One was a dumbass, one was a genius, and one taught me how to hustle so hard for some jawbreakers.
And they
I
all
am
had the
choosing-
same name.
And they all got the same fucking name. I am choosing Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Now I know a lot of
Why
people
you do
don't
this
like
to
the
me?
show
Why you do this
because
to
I'm
me?
chaotic. Because I love the chaos, and also that show. Yes, not a lot of
Plank,
people connected with
Board.
it. Okay, Plank, fucking Sarah,
Ralph,
fucking Jimmy,
You
fucking.
ever want to hear what no calm
I
is? Ralph.
Ralph, oh my God, I love Ralph with
With his
curvy
calculator and
country
everything,
world ass.
yeah.
I love him. Okay,
He
now,
likes
now I'm choosing.
chickens at 8.
And out of all of it, besides Hey Arnold and like maybe another one, besides that, they gave us an ending that actually was proper. They gave
And
us
a
a
movie.
movie. They gave us the movie, and they gave us the final episode as well too, where you see his brother, you see Eddie's brother. You look, spoilers. It was fucking like 20 years ago.
No, Eddie's brother was in the movie, I thought.
Was it? Yeah, it was in the movie. I'm sorry.
It
I'm
was the
confusing
movie.
episode.
Which is
Point is-
like honestly, would have been fan service, but they did it so on point. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, this was
Dude,
sick.
the way-
Yes.
At the end of it, where like everyone realized, oh shit, he's like this because of his brother, and his brother's an asshole, and they all got together to basically defend this one nigga that they kind of hated, and now they're all friends and shit. Oh, dude, that was such a beautiful fucking ending to a series like that, and I have no regrets watching that shit from beginning to end, because them niggas taught me how to hustle. They taught me it's okay to be a dumbass sometimes, and it's okay to be smart as fuck and you study. Love Ed.
Ed had that. Ed had strength, that scary strength. Remember the episode where he was mad and everyone was like, "We're gonna stay away from the berserker for this one episode."
And it's
Fucking
because he
love
has a
that.
fucking pebble in his shoe.
He told his sister to move.
Fucking
She
amazing
stopped.
as hell.
Oh
Ed,
God!
Ed from Ed and Eddie basically taught me that butter toast is fucking delicious. Yes, I
It
can
is.
blame my weight because of that shit, but damn, that shit was delicious. Oh,
It's good as
fucking
fuck.
love Ed and Eddie, and it's my number 2, but I can't put that as my number 2, so I gotta go here at least.
I
Good luck, Marcelous.
I
We
would-
can't
man,
swing into this
I
one.
would not be mad if Ed and Eddie won though. I love that. Oh,
Because it's so fucking good.
I didn't
It's so
think
good.
about it.
And I
I
ain't gonna
cannot
try
believe
to
I didn't
change the
think about it.
ties. But like the
It's
fan art,
because I
dead ass,
like
the
chickens.
See, thank you, voice actor professional. Keep talking like Ed to
It's
help
a
me here because I'm trying to win this one. Thank you.
Okay, I heard enough. This is enough. Wait, stop. Like, damn. No, like y'all really. This is not cool. Okay, so
I got
first,
number 2, man. I got number 2. It's gonna be hard.
I'm gonna say it like this. All right. So first of all, I was mad when he made me go number 3 because my number 3 was DuckTales. I mean,
Why do y'all do that?
Wait, is DuckTales 80s or is that 90s?
90s.
90s.
Yeah.
Early
The
90s.
original
By the way-
DuckTales is 90s.
Maybe Goof
By
Troop
the
is
way,
80s
Ed-
then. Okay.
Ed,
Goof Troop is 92. I should know.
I just
Oh.
looked this up. Ed, Ed and Eddie is barely 90s. It's 19.
It's like
Don't give a fuck,
99.
still
99. It's 99. It's
99.
99.
Still
99,
counts.
yeah.
Still
Still
counts.
counts.
Still counts.
Oh no, I'm not
Okay,
saying.
but
it
wait,
was
let me finish.
one out.
So wait, but this is the thing. So yeah, I was mad that I didn't get to say mine, but after you guys all said yours, I'm happy that I'm not here putting DuckTales into this fight. Hey, Doug, it's every time somebody said something, they had won. When we got to Doug, I love Pork Chop. Pork Chop was my nigga. Like a man's best friend. Okay. And then we got to Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold got me comfortable with so much things in my life. So it was just like, damn, man, Stoop Kid. Yeah, Stoop Kid. But I'm sorry. There's levels in Ed, and Eddie. There's so many levels. There's so many different things. Like, I can't even like.
I'm not mad at that.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not even gonna get hard into it.
Like,
no, look,
like
I'm not
the
gonna get hard.
layers of a jawbreaker.
Oh, yes.
Fired.
Yes, Aiden put the cherry on the top. I'm gonna shut up like the layers of a jawbreaker. Ed, and Eddie for the win. That's number 3.
Nice.
I'll take that.
Honestly,
I really wanted it to.
Honestly, as Matt went along, I was like, damn, I wish I picked that.
Yeah, right?
It's a good pick.
I forgot about it. Like, I had to re-add it to my list. It was one of those epic ones. So yeah, just you win.
I just really wanted to mention Dilbert because I thought that show was so ahead of its time.
I thought I was the only one that watched that. So when you said that, you had me, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna be mad at me," but then they kept killing me.
Marcelous, you got me with Biker Mice from Mars. I was the only one in my school who knew what that.
Yeah, they hated on me. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man! All right, Marcelous, you get to go first for number 2.
Okay, so for number 2, my original number 2 was Magic School Bus. Okay, but it's already on the list. So I have to go with my alternate. Now, my alternate is something that a lot of people probably didn't watch. This is more of an adult 90s cartoon. It was a UPN classic also. It came on late nights. It was my boy Brennan. He did his thing. Okay. I'm going Home Movies. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
It started on Channel 13.
UPN show.
Oh, wow.
It started in 1999. Look it up. Started in 1999.
I didn't know that was.
Home Movies was dope. It was
Oh my God,
the coach. That coach, I think he's like the voice actor for so much. He's Archer.
Yeah,
he's like
Archer.
Bob
Yeah.
Burger. He's on like so many
John
fucking
Benjamin.
things. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah,
but
he's the one who talks like this, you know.
yeah. And he was able to flip that so many times. It's crazy.
Brennan.
It's to the level where I used to have like I have to go to school the next day, and I didn't care. I'm staying up to watch this. A lot of kids in my school
It'll be on
didn't
like
know
at
what the fuck I was
9:30 too. It was like at 9:30, and you're just like, man, can I do it? Can I do it? Am I gonna get caught? Like,
I'm gonna get in trouble. So that I'm gonna just leave it at that. My number 2, Home Movies, Brendan for the win.
okay. No. Can I request to go last this time?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Aiden, you want me to go? You got it.
Either way, I'm cool either way.
I'll go because I've already got my 2.
Son of a bitch.
This is rough. This is already rough.
Look. I want to let you know that sometimes to be one of the greatest motherfuckers, you have to be one of the smartest motherfuckers. You gotta be a small third grade German scientist with a mother with a dump truck to fill the Grand Canyon. Let's give it up to Dexter's Laboratory. Let's give it up for Dexter's Laboratory. Can we give it up for Dexter's Laboratory? That show was so goddamn good. Granted, the first couple seasons was just pun, dee dee pun. And then it started to do some fucking arcs, especially when Mondark, something like that.
Mandark.
When Mandark showed up, oh my God.
Can we talk about Monkey?
Can we talk about the super best friends?
That was the Justice
yeah.
Friends.
The Justice Friends. You talk about the Justice Friends. And Miss from
And the impregnable Kronk.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I would
Dexter's
watch
Lab was great.
I want an Avengers of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I want to say that you gotta respect Omelette du Fromage. You need to put some respect on Omelette du Fromage. Got bitches and money, and only problem is when he had to say anything else.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay. So Tyler said he was gonna go last. So I got mine.
If that's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Aiden.
I'm good with that. So I'm gonna talk about a show that is actually still going to this day.
No.
So This is a show
No?
that
Okay.
has had some stumbles along the way with its humor,
I
but
know
the
what you're
hits
talking about.
have hit majorly. The writing is amazing. It had a movie that was a musical. It was also a show that no kid should have watched, and it is South Park.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Fuck. That's mine too. So
Maybe you should have went last, nigga.
I know, but like I was like, okay,
So-
let me add on. I'm keeping mine with South Park, so I can go with
Go
Aiden.
for it.
Let me just say this: this is not only was it Oscar nominated, which was like the first I think animated film that wasn't Disney to actually be nominated, and like in like God knows how many years. It also it reinvented itself so many times where now it's like I think it's actually at its best. I love PC Principle. I love that it has continuity now is a big part of it. So like one thing that happens in one episode,
It is
still
a
affects
show.
me.
Yeah, it relates
It
to
is
the
a
next
show that's
episode.
also-
It is beautiful.
It is a show that is also willing to admit where it has fucked up in the past.
Yes. Dude,
Look
they-
at the entire Man Bear Pig arc. Like
That was
everything with that. Like,
they apologized to Ben Affleck for making fun of him. Like after Argo, they were like, you know what? We were pretty mean to Ben Affleck. Maybe he could write.
Yeah.
And not only that, 2 bomb games. 2 of the my favorite games of all time too.
Mhm.
Like the Secret
And it's
Truth and the
very
Fractured
hard.
Butthole.
It's very hard to transition from a TV cartoon to a video game. They always mess it up because they don't try as hard, and those were definitely good.
and also, I need to talk more about that freaking movie.
Yes. Oh my
Bigger, longer,
god.
uncut.
Canada?
Yeah. Every song in that movie is fucking fantastic. Every
Fucking
single one.
bangers.
Every
I
single one.
was literally singing Blame Canada 3 days ago. Like not lying. Because she hadn't seen it yet. So I was singing all the songs to her, in a way that she would hate and not, understand it all.
So, okay, this is my question. Was it the movie or was it an episode? Because I can't remember, but it was one of the most epic thing that I've ever seen in a cartoon was the time when Cartman and he called him a fucking Jew and he pulled out the fucking speaker phones. And he's
Yeah,
like,
that
hold
was
on,
the
excuse
movie.
me.
That
That
was
was
the
the
movie,
movie.
yeah.
Was
Yeah,
I
that was the
remember being
movie.
okay.
Yeah.
I remember being in the movie and he was like, oh, okay,
No,
excuse me.
it was how would you like
Would you
to
like
suck
to
my-
suck my balls?
How would you like to suck my
Yeah,
balls?
Mr.
He's like, I'm sorry.
Garrison.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was, how would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison?
Would you
By the
like
way,
to suck my
By the
balls?
way,
Yes.
for those
That
who've been watching
moment.
recently,
Oh my
I
god.
for those who've been
marathon
watching
that
recently,
shit.
them turning Garrison into Trump was the funniest shit ever.
No,
That was
here's a mind-blowing thing. If you watch the quarantine episode and shit that's on HBO Max,
Both
this
of
is
them.
not an
They're
HBO
both-
Max plug.
Dude, oh yeah. No.
God.
Both the specials are amazing. Oh my
Damn.
Dude,
god.
they're really fucking good. Like, dead ass. They
They're
made Mr.
so
Garrison
good.
Trump, then they just got rid of it. It was like, oh, I've never been Trump. I'm nothing. I'm a normal teacher now. Go
Here's
ahead.
all your
It's
vaccines.
fucking amazing.
Yeah. And then he's like behind Quanon as well. Like it's great. Oh my god. Oh, oh.
Okay, stop. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
Oh, dude,
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So
I
we,
wonder who's gonna
man.
I
fucking
think
win
that's
this
it for
time.
you.
all right, Matthew.
Oh, I can tell you this right now. South Park is not winning. Why? Because
What?
I truly believe in my heart and soul South Park is number 1. And it's number 1 on my list. And I will bring it up again. The next
Oh.
one. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. Okay?
No.
Because just every
I'm
other time
telling
we
you.
shoot our load too much.
Nope.
I don't care. I believe
Nope.
South Park is number 1. Okay?
Nope.
Now, I really don't want to fuck this up because y'all don't think it's number 1, I'm assuming, right? I'm pretty fucking sure, going by
Yeah,
your
I don't think
response,
so.
your response, going by his look and everything and all that stuff. I really want to choose fucking Dexter. I really fucking do.
Yeah.
Because I really believe South Park is number 1 in my heart and soul. I truly fucking do. I
If you
truly
give
do.
Lemar
Home
another
movies-
win,
No,
Don't
no,
do it.
hold up. Home movies is fucking great as too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
so
love
good.
that
Not
fucking
top
shit.
five.
So good.
Not
I'm
top
so
five.
I'm so glad he
Okay.
said it though. So
Okay?
glad he
No,
fucking
I'm
said
so
it.
glad about that too. So just because I truly don't think it's going to get number 1, I am choosing South Park out of pure fucking safety.
Oh,
Because
good.
I can watch South Park and marathon this shit constantly. I literally watch 5 seasons last week while stressing out during finals and everything. And I can quote a whole episode if I really wanted to. But because I know y'all and we usually fuck this up, I am choosing South Park as number 2 to be safe.
This is the thing, because I know I'm the judge next. I understand your pick. I would have let you know that South Park would not have been such a slam dunk because I have watched South Park so long that I've seen their problems.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that 100%.
No,
It's like the Simpsons.
I
It's like The Simpsons. They've been around too long.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
South Park. I mean, South Park. I put it at number 2 because it has issues at times, and it fixes them. But it does have issues. But when it slam dunks, it's slam dunks.
Can I also say why I said it? Here's what. This is why I like why I said like 90s
But
cartoons.
you won,
because
nigga.
I know. No, I know.
Pitching.
But like I'm just saying, like again, like this was the one show that you bragged about to your friends that you saw when you were in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, when you said you watched South Park, everybody's eyes were on you, and everybody either was mad at you, or everybody was like, "What was it like to touch God?" Like, you know,
like your
That's
parents
why
let you,
number
my
one.
nigga.
that's why I was like, it has to be like on this. Like, I love South Park. I'm a South Park fanatic, but like, if it honestly wasn't so taboo and so like regarded when we were kids, like when because we were all kids at that point, if it wasn't so regarded, it wouldn't have been on this list for me at all. Like, in all honesty, it's only because of the power and the weight of. I saw South Park last night, and you're just like, yes, come to me, flock to me, and
I guess because like I can marathon South Park constantly. Like I have like my three.
Well, now that we're older, of course, when we were in the '90s and kids, man, I had no idea what any of the episodes had to do with.
I remember asking my mama, "Can I watch South Park?" And she gave me like 10 questions. It's like, do you know the difference between this and that? Am I gonna have to deal with this? If you cuss in my house, what's gonna happen? You're gonna beat my ass. I'm gonna beat your black ass. I had to go through a whole thing before I could watch one episode, and I was so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So if anybody, I'm just saying, like, I feel like that. I just wanted to say, like, that. Also bring that nostalgia back, as well. Yep. Maybe I hope that wasn't just me, but yeah. Anyway.
I
did.
I'm right. The number one.
Numero uno with Matthew going first.
I'm fucking
judge.
All right.
So I gotta change my shit now. All right. All right. Give me a second.
I mean, we can have somebody else go first.
No, I got this. All right.
Okay.
Got it. So back in 1994 was a dope ass show. As a young 4-year-old at the time, I saw a lot of shows that I didn't relate to.
No.
And technically speaking, now I talk about this out loud, I can't even really relate to it at all. Anything. And I really want to choose Hey Arnold. I really fucking do. But I really fucking do. But I can't. And in this case, it was dope as fuck when they gave us crossovers. It was dope as fuck when these motherfuckers ended up in Paris as well too. I carry a fucking screwdriver in my pocket because of this nigga every fucking day. Well, not really, but whatever. Point is, I'm choosing Rugrats.
Yep.
That's a good pick. It's a
very good pick.
It's a very good pick. Okay, so I'll go next. So
South Park though.
Well, I feel like it's like I requested to go last time. I should go. And then this is kind of like South Park with like what okay, so there were some shows like Simpsons and South Park that were like basically for adults, and like we kind of like revered as like, oh my god, what if I get to watch this? This was a show that had those energy that was made for us, and also the one animated show that my parents enjoyed watching with me because it had the same chaotic and crazy energy. It had disgusting stuff, not so disgusting stuff. You got to see so many different characters, so many different things happening. It was like, and it was perfect for me with ADHD. They brought it back as well, and they killed it on Hulu. I am saying Animaniacs as the best 90s show. Hands down, it is hyperactive. It has some of the best characters, some of the best characters, some of the
I was
best
like
comedy.
So sure you were gonna say Ren and Stimpy. Like,
no. Here's the thing. I was sure he was gonna say Family Guy. I really thought he was gonna say Family Guy.
Oh, I guess Family Guy does constitute as 90s, but no. But yeah, 98.
They got rebooted 3 times.
Yeah, they got
canceled, rebooted. But 98 was the
99.
But I think Animaniacs is like all these really, really big characters. I mean, it was, like I said, it had like all this energy of like being an adult show, but really made for us, which I think is like so powerful. And that the reboot is fucking believable on Hulu. Like, holy crap for them to nail that and knock it out of the park. It is all
big buns.
I have it all on DVD, and it's every single episode is still like the fingerprints. The fingerprints is so brilliant.
I don't think we're allowed to show it on TV.
So dirty and so brilliant at the same time. I mean, we got Pinky in the Brain because of that show. I also love Good Idea, Bad Idea. Like, that was like the greatest thing when I was a kid. So, Animaniacs.
I'm gonna go right now because it's just a continuation of Tyler's because we're on the same wavelength. Because I
Oh my God.
Animaniacs.
Fuck. Well, I was winning this shit.
I had to go with it. You know, it's like what I said about South Park, where like there are some hits and misses. Animaniacs didn't really have any misses. Like
None.
all the sketches were hits. Even like the weirder ones, like Katie Kaboom and Chicken Boo, were kind of like a little out there, but they were still funny.
Funny,
Like,
yeah.
The three pigeons. I love the God pigeon so much.
The
Good feathers.
Going off of what Tyler said, the reboot is fantastic. I really want to work on that reboot at some point, but that's just me. I would love to. I already have one friend who did, and it's Zeno Robinson, the guy who plays Hawks in My Hero Academia. He was, if you saw the reboot, he was like the rapper that like rapped with. I don't
nice.
I don't remember who he raps with, but yeah. That guy. It was like whatever. Anyway. Yeah, they did. It was funny though. they fucking shit on Trump like multiple times in the reboot.
Oh man.
They made him like the Cyclops. They made him like the Cyclops from the Odyssey or something, right? Yeah.
Is Miss Robinson ready? No, Phil Lemar? No, what about Creed? She's busy too. All right, Zeno, get your blast over
It's also just that show also has like one like the most Hall of Fame all-star VO cast I've ever seen. Because like you got Frank Welker. Like I mean, with the main three, you've got Tress, Jess, and Rob as the main three. And then you've got Maurice's Pinky in the Brain and a bunch of other things. And then you've got Frank Welker doing basically all of the animals and the hippos. And Tress was one of the hippos. Yeah. It's just all-star cast, like legendary animated series. There's a reason why they brought it back.
Are you going to agree with them? Well, make it interesting. Just back me up. Yo.
No. It's stupid. It'd be like 2-on-2.
The blacks versus the whites with cartoon. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Okay, so
I'll stop. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Just edit that. I'm stupid.
This nigga say cartoon race war.
Why?
Matt, did you?
And that's all, folks.
Damn it.
Okay, wait, all right.
That was funny, though. Yeah, we gotta give it that was funny.
I didn't know that PragerU made a cartoon series.
Wow.
All right, Marcelous, what you got?
Okay, so I know after that, I know my choice isn't gonna win. I wish I would have went second or some shit, but I didn't.
Sorry, buddy.
But specifically, I'm gonna still go hard on what my choice is for number one. It's number one to me. I will die on this cross for the rest of my life. It's specifically because I didn't like the original incarnation of this, or like the original way that they made this cartoon, and I am so in love with the just remake of this. I'm going with a pup named Scooby Doo. I don't know if you guys seen this. A pup named Scooby Doo was. I can watch every season. Ooh. If you go back and watch A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, the music, the writing, the characters, everybody's ahead of their time. That still holds up to this day. I was watching it with my son, and it's amazing. And it just made me, I want to do a podcast just about The Pup Named Scooby-Doo, where I just go through each episode, because it was just so dope. The original music, the singing, just like the girl characters were strong female characters, and that seemed like a theme. I didn't do that on purpose.
Can I say one thing? My favorite character designs of those characters too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Of the,
It's really
of the
good.
Scooby Doo game, yeah. Like I like Scooby Doo. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't love Scooby Doo. Like
Right.
it was, but a pup named Scooby Doo made me fall in love with the series. There's nothing bad you can say about it. So I know it's not number one material. It is not in my book. I watched it so much as a child, and I still watch it now. So
I
pup named
follow
Scooby Doo.
Every single thing you said, like, has like made me so happy, and I'm just like, fuck, I
Yeah.
gotta watch this. Like,
okay.
Dude,
your
it's so
your
good.
list is amazing, dude.
One
Like,
second.
seriously.
I'm so sorry to be this guy. I looked this up because it was going to be in my list. A Pup Named Scooby-Doo aired in 88. Do you have a second?
Wasn't it 3 seasons though, and went
3
into 90?
seasons, but it started 88 and went to 90.
89 and 90.
All
That
right.
technically is a 90s. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
That counts.
88.
That counts.
I just want to make sure we're cool.
That counts.
No, I looked it up too, and I know it started in 88, but it
Okay.
ended in 1990, didn't it? Because it did 3
It
seasons.
ended in 91, I think. Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
ended
so
in 91, but it didn't
do we
show
need
a
it to
lot
be in the
until like
middle?
95, 96. It didn't
Yeah.
show more and more during the mid of the 90s. So technically speaking, it's still a 90s cartoon.
I mean,
Even though when it was
I mean,
created.
Also, funny story. I just looked this up. The guy who developed Pup Named Scooby Doo, same guy who developed Animaniacs. Same guy.
Wow. Full
Tom
circle.
Ruger, same dude.
Well, let's
Okay.
sorry.
So,
Tommy, Pickle. So I'm sorry, man. You ain't gonna win this shit, man. Chucky, sorry, man. You're gonna have to go back to your mama. My bad, nigga. Just I tried.
so let me make my decision.
Whoa,
before
that
you
was
start
dark.
giving up and shit.
hey, that was harsh. Chucky, too soon.
Oh,
Oh no, I didn't even
With
think
the
about that.
clouds.
I
and
did. I fucking did.
so
I didn't even think about
I
that.
told you I was gonna fuck this up, yo.
I'll make.
That's
let me make,
fucked, dude.
let me make my
I know,
decision real
I
quick.
know.
Let's just
I'm
make my
sorry.
decision. Let's get through the shit.
Go ahead.
It's gonna cause some problems. Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Love Pup Named Scooby-Doo. I don't like Scooby-Doo. I do like the Pup Named Scooby-Doo. I respect the hustle. I respect the announcement. Ain't gonna win. So, got Rugrats and Animaniacs.
Times 2.
This is
Squared.
rough. I ain't gonna bullshit.
I
ain't
gotta
gonna
let
bullshit.
you know that, wow, one of these shows is fantastic. And one of these shows is hilarious and really was there for me when I was a kid.
Oh,
I
no.
cannot
What are you trying
disrespect
to
Susie
say?
Carmichael like that. I cannot disrespect Chucky's struggle to get a mom. I cannot disrespect the best inventor of toys. I cannot disrespect the genius of babies. I cannot disrespect Phil and Lil learning about gender identity or
Oh my
like
God,
personal
your levels.
identity. I cannot disrespect good family. I cannot disrespect a wife who makes the money and a husband
gonna
who
choose
still loves
Animaniacs,
and
I bet.
is the caretaker. I cannot disrespect these
he gonna
people.
choose
I
the
cannot
other one.
disrespect Rugrats because as much as I love Animaniacs, as much as I do love Animaniacs, cannot disrespect the Carmichaels. I'm so sorry. A black family who's just black and living life and being smart and beautiful and strong. And Cree Summers is probably one of the most popular debuts. I
Not to
get
mention, her voice acting record is out of control.
fucking number
yeah, she's-
4.
Ugh.
Let me tell you,
Number
it was on my
five.
list.
She was even
No,
in
number
from Tiny
4.
Toons.
She was number-
mentioned
No.
earlier.
Number 4
Yeah.
was the dude with the
Oh yeah, the
bow
blonde,
cut.
the
Number
blonde.
5.
Yeah, blonde. Yeah, my bad, my bad.
was
She's
Sorry.
number
fine. My
5,
bad. My
yep.
bad. my
Sorry,
bad. But
sorry.
Point is,
I know that she was like the Riker of the fucking group. She was like the second in command.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. Rugrats has a special place in my heart. Animaniacs was a good 3 or 2.
fucking amazing.
I gotta give it to Rugrats. Y'all have cards. Y'all
I
have
know,
cards.
I'm about to. Oh, I'm about to throw.
I'm not
man.
gonna argue. Hey, honestly, I'm not gonna argue that. I would. Animaniacs is so dope, but the problem is it was like a sketch comedy show almost. So it's hard to like be centered on anything. Like
Well,
Rugrats had that. Just like I'm just saying from my own person. Like I agree.
Right.
Like,
And another thing I will say, not against Animaniacs, but one thing is that the Animaniacs' strength was the writing and the voice acting. But as far as the animation, we're flooded with that style of animation. We had Tiny Toons, we had Pink in the Brain, we had Freakazoid, we had Hysteria. Like
literally all of these shows were made by the same people.
We were flooded with it. We were flooded. The Rugrats animation style, the opening,
Totally, yeah.
that gritty, not quite clean edge line animation style.
You mean like Rocco's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy and Doug and Cat Dog?
I was gonna give it to you.
Real Monsters.
Tyler, well, let me stop. There was lines that Rugrats took that was totally different, and I mean their animation line.
I know.
All the ones you named were like smooth.
Once again,
Tyler's just listing Klasky Shupo shows. Like,
I'm just throwing that out saying I understand if a card needs to get played. But for me, Rugrats was on my list. Animaniacs was not. Animaniacs would have been in my top 10.
I think I'm gonna save my card for the bottom 3 because I'm actually a little bit more passionate about those. So,
really, okay.
I will bow.
No, wait.
I will bow to Rugrats.
I have no fight with my bottom 3.
I love Rugrats, and I am so excited for the reboot. I think it looks amazing. I love the animation, and
there's a reboot, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah. Oh,
they
yeah.
already did like they already redid the most infamous scene of like the original show, and it looks amazing. I love the style.
Oh, dude. By the way, I'm gonna give like really quick props to like one of the best voiceover teachers I've ever had because he's directing this show, the Rugrats reboot. He was the voice of Buster Bunny in Tiny Toons. He was the big heads in Rocco's Modern Life, Mr. Charlie Adler.
Yep.
How many people do you know?
Anybody, if you take a voiceover class with Charlie Adler, you will learn about life. That man is he is insane, but he is amazing. Amazing teacher. He's wonderful. Like,
Absolutely.
Still possibly the best acting teacher I've ever had. Yeah.
All right, guys. Okay, so now we have our top 5, which are The Magic School Bus, Rocco's Modern Life, Ed, Edd n Eddy, South Park, and then Rugrats, and not Hey Arnold. We have a great list, and with that, before we go to the bottom 3, we have our honorable mentions. We all were a judge, so there's a show that we didn't get to say that we absolutely wanted to say. And I will start off with my honorable mention is I don't have one honorable mention. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to pull Marcelous here and have 2. Sorry, Marcelous. One of them is gonna go off with my Animaniacs thing, where it was again, I have severe ADHD, and this superhero was the first superhero with ADHD. I swear to God. I'm gonna go with Freakazoid because like one of my favorite things ever was like when one of the supervillains like has him tied up and he starts the monologue and it cuts to like all this 40s B-roll for like 3 minutes straight. It's just random B-roll with like animal noises and really crappy like voiceover behind it, and it makes no sense for like 3 minutes, and it goes back in and he's like, I hope you understand, Freakazoid. And he's like, what? And like it was just like the most brilliant thing in the world, and I was like, that's how I feel every day talking to most people. So Freakazoid, and the other one, which I cannot believe nobody even mentioned on this list, and I would have, but like again, it's my honorable mention. I really loved my gargoyles, goddamn gargoyles, gargoyles, goddamn gargoyles.
It holds up, but just not on my top 5 though.
Oh, that show is so good still. I cannot believe
it is. I rewatched it earlier. Man, it was good. Now that you're older, you kind of understand it now. You know, yeah.
I'll go next. I'm gonna do two because fuck it. I want to give it up to Static Shock. For the same reason I always give up to these things.
Wait, was that 90s?
No, it was 2000.
Was 2000?
2000.
Never mind.
That was 2000.
But the one I am going to bring up is The Critic.
Yeah.
Because Marcelous brought out home movies, and The
another
Critic
UPN.
was another one. I really like that show. I loved that show before I understood why I loved that show. Slice of life. And he had a kid. Someone fucked him. And so I want to give it up to The Critic because he gives us hope.
2? I think everybody got 2. I think everybody got 2 in this.
At stake.
I've only got 1, and I'm surprised that it never came up, considering it's possibly one of the most influential cartoon series of all time, which is SpongeBob SquarePants.
I couldn't do it.
Nah,
me neither.
It's just I mean, again, like the thing is that like there is a lot of really damn good writing in SpongeBob here and there. The later stuff is definitely nah, but
Yeah.
it's still, I mean, still at the end of the day, it has too many good episodes, too many good jokes.
Yeah.
The movies are really solid.
Yeah, they are.
The movies are fucking chaotic energy, but they're
I
fun.
love it.
Like, yeah. Fucking David Hasselhoff plays himself in the first
Yeah, that
one.
was
Like,
amazing.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was so
Keanu-
funny.
Keanu Reeves is literally just like a ball of whatever those called, those tumbleweed. Like Keanu
Alec
Reeves is
Baldwin's
tumbleweed.
an assassin fish.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
funny. Oh my god, I forgot about
I
that.
didn't watch the
amazing.
new one, but I knew I liked
Dennis.
the other one.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that was
man.
so funny.
All right, what
All
y'all
Who else
got?
has 'em?
I'm gonna go last.
Okay,
Oh, okay. No,
I'm
I'll go.
excited.
One of my honorable mentions was not. I can't add on list because we decided not to do anime or anything. But one of my honorable mentions, and once again, if you're a cultured swine like I am, you'll know what this is La Blue Girl is on my
Oh
list.
my god!
And I'm beyond. La Blue Girl is on my list. It is one of the best '90s hentai in existence.
God damn
That's
it.
why I
Don't get me
haven't
wrong.
heard of it.
God
It's
damn it.
controversial. Now, the only reason why it's on my list
It's
is
on
because
brand
if I
for
didn't
you.
watch that, I wouldn't be the horrible degenerate that I am right now if it wasn't for that fucking hentai series that I found in Suncoast videos. And I was just going into the anime section, and I see the
Suncoast.
hentai section, I look behind it. Yeah, Suncoast
Do
videos
not
started off.
Google
Mhm.
this. At
Please
work.
don't Google it. Please don't Google this. Please
Or
don't
your
Google this.
family's
We are better
computer.
than this. Look, we are 2021 now. We are better.
I don't even
people
think
than
I can
this.
put-
There's
Oh,
better
wow.
hentai.
Oh, my
Just
God.
trust me. That's why I said don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
What
This
is
the
it
reason why
doing to her?
Tentacle, my nigga. This thing called tentacle hentai. That's what started off the whole fucking
wait.
thing. And I love
Right
it.
now
do
that's
I
on.
have it?
Right now
buddy.
that's on my.
This
That's
is
on
why
my.
I need
Don't
to
look it
have a fake
Don't
name
look it
when
up.
I do these goddamn shows.
Don't look it up.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
Marcel,
gonna
Yeah,
get-
buddy.
Marcellus, please save us.
No, wait. No, I'll give you my number two. My number two saves it. I really enjoyed Rocket Power. It was one of my favorite series. I love
Yeah.
Orlando. The
Rocket Power
Short Shack
was-
and everything. I related to the squid as an awkward nerd that couldn't really do shit but tried to hang with the cool people and everything. I thought it was dope, but that was one of my honorable mentions. So,
And Uncle
you know.
Tito, right? Uncle Tito.
Uncle Tito,
As the
that's
ancient Hawaiians used to
says.
say.
Yep.
I love that guy.
He don't give
I
a
love
fuck,
Uncle
and
Tito.
I love him. When he gives you the
Oh,
stink
man.
eye and just look at you, I love that shit.
Oh man! All right, Marcellus.
Marcel, stop looking it up. Stop looking it up. Just trust me. Just trust me. Stop looking it
Hey,
up.
look, all I'm gonna say is you know, the
We're in a
older I
different
get,
time.
the older I get, the more I start. Because when I was a kid, I couldn't watch shit like. I was a
couldn't
church
either.
goer,
None of us could.
guy.
None of
It's
us
called
could.
it's called carnal combat, so that says it all. I'm gonna close this because that just you fucked me up right now, Matt.
Yep.
Uh,
Sorry. Don't look this up, y'all.
But-
Seriously, don't look this up
Don't-
unless you're
don't
over
look it
18
up.
or you're a horrible
Uh.
person like me. Don't look it up.
and if you do look it up, don't have anybody around you.
Yeah.
No.
What's it called?
Seriously, don't.
So it's funny that they said what they said. They're like they have two because Marcellus always has two. I have a category. No, I have a category and it has 2, 3. It has 4. It has 4 in there. And I'm gonna say it real quick. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. So
good.
This happened in the 90s, and it was one of those things where if you're popular enough of a star, they gave you your own cartoon. Okay. So I'm gonna name 4 cartoons that was epic to me that actually worked, that was really good, and it was dope. Okay. One of them, Life with Louie. I don't know if you guys know who
I was thinking about
It was
that
about
one.
him as a
Anderson?
child.
Yep.
Yep.
That like
Okay,
reached
stop.
way back in the
Wait.
Stop. I gotta do this quick, okay?
I know, but is
Go
Bobby's
ahead.
World one of them too?
Nigga, would you let me say my list, cuz?
Sorry.
We can guess the
Oh,
list.
Chris, can I say my
got
nigga? Can I
excited,
say
I'm
my
I got so excited. I'm so
Literally,
sorry.
like, okay,
Sorry,
damn,
sorry.
Tyler. This
Sorry.
nigga- wow. I can't believe you did that.
I got so
well,
excited. I got so excited.
The next one was Bobby's World. Yes,
Sorry.
Bobby's World. It was dope to have him in the beginning of the episode introduce his childhood self. It was dope. Thank you, Tyler. You
I
don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, he used to always in the beginning of the episode, he would introduce and he was like, "Hey, Bobby," and they would talk to each other. And he's
It's
like, "What
kinda
we're gonna do this time."
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I just remember that's the only reason why I went to Burger King ever when I was a kid, because we always went to McDonald's and we only went to Burger King to get the Bobby's World toys.
Those were dope. Okay, now
Yeah.
let me go on. Okay, so this is the other side of being. So those were the side of like popular white guys. This is the popular black guys. I don't know if you guys ever saw Hammer Man. It was based off of MC Hammer, and he had these magical shoes, and he was a superhero. Now,
Love
I know it sounds stupid, but that show was actually pretty dope. He always had a message, And it was written really well. It was dumb in concept, but it was a dope show. The other one was Pro Stars. Now it had Wayne Gretzky, and had Bo Jackson. Yeah, and it was Pro Stars. So they were like, I can't remember who was the other pro athlete. 3 pro athletes, and they were superheroes, and they did their thing. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm dead ass surprised you didn't say
I thought you
the
was gonna say the
PJs.
PJs at some point, man.
That doesn't count as animated, does it? Wasn't that stop motion?
Yes, it does. No, that's animation technically. That
It's not in the ilk of
animation.
what I'm talking about.
I mean,
PJs
Matt
was
put Kablam in, and Kablam has a bunch of stop
Well, I
motion.
was not gonna. True.
I'm gonna say one thing on top of Marcelous. If it was 1 year earlier, Jackie Chan Adventures is another one of those like.
It really was good. Yeah,
that would have been
really
immediately a top 5 contender.
That would have been my number 1. I was so ready to put it in my number 1.
And actually taught you stuff about Chinese culture. That was the other crazy part about it. Like they actually taught
a little bit.
Just a little bit, but enough. Just enough.
Wait,
there was a few that was on 2000. That was on the list of 2000 that almost made it. And if it wasn't that, I would have counted it. I still would have counted it. Y'all lucky because Bible Black was 2000, nigga. I swear to God, y'all got lucky.
All right, so let's get into these top 3.
Yeah. Bottom 3. Okay, so first off will be Adin. Will be our first judge, and since Lemar was the judge for number 1, Lemar gets to go first with the 3rd worst 90s cartoon of all 90s. You can't say of all time.
Agree with me. Yeah, no one's gonna agree with me, but I fucking hated this show. I couldn't watch it, and I was so mad because it always came after fucking Darkwing Duck and his Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I fucking hate them. I fucking hated Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I like the song. The song was dope, but the rest of it can suck all dicks, all of them.
Wait, stop. Wait, Lemar, real quick. You didn't want to bang Gadget.
No.
Gadget was the hottest mouse on TV.
I'd rather fuck Smurfette than Gadget.
Yeah, that's no. I don't. I agree with Marcelous here.
Sorry.
No, Gadget had sass. Gadget had intelligence, and Gadget was creative. And you know what? She was always there.
Smurfette was just a wait. Smurfette was just a Smurf in a dress, Mike.
I'm fine with this. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Did you censor yourself?
He censored himself.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for catching that. But no, I'm sorry. I never liked Chip, and I wanted to because it always ruined my last cartoon watching because it was like you had Darkwing Duck, you had Gargoyles, and now it's Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Like fuck this Indiana Jones wannabe motherfuckers. Fuck them and Magnum PI. Fuck this.
Oh man. Okay. I'll go next. There's one show that is still mocked today in memes. Everybody hated it then. We all hate it now. The show wasn't bad. The art was whatever, but it was just it's the main character. We all hated. If you watch this show, you hated this character. And everybody still hates this character. We will always all hate this character because he was the like I thought I was a bad kid. Caillou was the worst kid I had ever seen. Caillou, whatever. Caillou, whatever.
You
know what? Fuck that kid so hard. I don't even want. Oh, that's a bad statement to say.
Don't say it like that.
Cut that out. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
So hard.
Fuck them kids.
I said bad, but yeah, no. But no,
a hard cut. But that's a hard edit right there.
Leave it. Leave all this shit in. Fuck them kids. Yo.
Yeah, that kid needed to be in time out for eternity. That kid was just Caillou, whatever his name is. Screw that kid. Screw that show. I hated that show. That kid made me so mad when I was a kid. I was like, why is he getting away with all this stuff when I would get my ass kicked? And man, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, stop.
I'm keeping all that in, by the way.
You want to keep all of that shit in.
I wouldn't.
All of it. All of it.
I guess I'll go next after that. That was amazing, Tyler.
That was great.
Now, don't get me wrong about this show. I like this show. I got to see it in the movie theaters with my grandfather. He took me. He loved it.
Oh, wow.
I loved it. It was a dope show, but what it did to kids is why I'm putting it on one of the worst. The way it influenced and made kids think that this was okay, it really fucked up a generation. I'm going with Beavis and Butthead. I love Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead was dope. But there was a lot of dumb kids that didn't understand that it was just a TV show. And I had to beat up some kids for treating me and doing some dumb shit. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, Beavis and Butthead, just for what it did to people, the influence it had on kids. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Oh.
Alrighty, Matthew.
Matt.
All right, I ain't gonna bullshit. Hey, look, I love Sonic. Y'all know I love Sonic. I love the soundtrack. I love the video games. And I'm not talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not talking about the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is based off Sonic 2. I ain't talking about Sonic Underground, where there was
like sisters?
Yeah, like sisters and some other weird shit that they tried to do, and they had like
colors and different colors
and colors, and almost gave me a stroke watching that shit.
Yeah,
it was rough. It was bad music as well too, and Sonic with a guitar, and it's like, man, this nigga can't play the guitar. This nigga just needs to run fast and have an assistant named Tails. And also, the other animated adventures just blew it off the fucking water because it was fucking awesome. But then they gave us this shit. Like, oh, come on, Sega. Like, you're fucking up, man. So Sonic Underground.
I can taste how bad it is. Oh, man, yeah.
You can taste it. It tastes like the floor of an arcade.
It was the one with all the colors. Yeah, all the colors. Yeah, it was bad.
Rough. And I love Sonic. I truly do. I love the series.
I agree.
Yeah.
How could they do that to something you love so much? I agree.
Yeah.
Fucking suck.
All right, Aiden,
we don't acknowledge that.
What would have been your number 3, and then what are you gonna choose after that? And you can be selfish.
Yeah, my number 3 actually is one of the ones that was talked about in here.
Okay,
so
that's fine.
So it's gonna be my pick, and this is a show that I actually think that the person who talked about it was too nice to, because I fucking hate Beavis and Butthead.
Wow.
I never found it fun.
Wow.
Here's the thing. I love Mike Judge. I think he's a great writer. I love King of the Hill. Freaking Idiocracy is a great movie.
Yeah.
I cannot stand Beavis and Butthead. I wanted to hit those two with a fucking truck. Like, they were just
I mean, yeah, I think everyone did, man.
Yeah, they're just like fucking And like Caillou was another option because like that show is the blandest, most nothing burger of anything I've ever seen.
Yep.
But at the same time, like, I feel like I was too old for Caillou by the point that it like started to actually get into the mains. By the time I started to notice it anyway. Whereas Beavis and Butthead, like, I remember like fucking kids being like, oh, it's the funniest show ever. It's the dumbest shit like ever. It's so bad. It's so bad. I did not like Beavis and Butthead, but yeah. So Beavis and Butthead's my pick.
I'm not gonna fight that.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to say that stupid kid's name. Numero dos. Matthew will be our judge, and Aiden, you get to go first.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So this is going to be a show because we were talking about educational shows earlier that like taught a lot of good life lessons, like Magic School Bus and Wild Thornberries and stuff like that earlier. I'm going to talk about one that was not well written, not well acted, just so preachy constantly. We're going to be talking about Captain Planet because it is such a nothing. It's such a nothing show. Like, the characters are bland as fuck. Everything's a cutout. The writing is just Ted Turner like pulling PSAs out of his asshole. It's just
the villains. Come on, man. The villains are so fun.
They didn't even try. You're like Peanut Butter Man.
So Captain Planet's my pick.
It's not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick, honestly, but damn, that hurts.
Okay, I'm gonna continue. I'll go. I'm sorry, Marcelous or Lemar. Did y'all want to go next?
No, you go.
I'll go next. Yeah, I'll go next. Oh, you got? Oh no, Marcelous, you go, bro.
No, I said I was good. That's why I thought he wanted.
Okay, I'll go. There's been a lot of franchises of this particular group, but this one was god awful. It was one of the first ones where they started to do 3D animation, and it is worse than that show called Reboot. I'm going to give it to Beast Wars Transformers.
Beast
was
Wars.
The worst version of Transformers. I am so sorry.
I don't remember it.
Transformers deserved better than Beast Wars. It did.
Oh, it hurts him. You heard him.
So sorry. I know I heard him.
Wait. I do remember it now. Oh my God, I do remember Beast Wars. I don't know if I liked it or not, though. Unfortunately,
it got good though. The beginning was bad, but
It did get better though.
It got better.
If you watch after the second season, it
Lemar,
did get better.
Please, Lemar, for me, please. Lemar, just please for me. Would you just say it got better, please, for me? For me, Lemar,
gave up.
Lemar.
Okay,
you don't owe me $70 no more. If you,
I guess it got better. But here's the thing: back in the '90s, you couldn't fucking Hulu the fucking show to get the order of episodes. You got the episode you fucking saw that day, and the episodes I got after school were rough as fuck. Didn't mean I didn't buy into the Transformers. No, I had the Arachnid. That shit was dope as fuck. But the animation was.
Rhinox was the shit.
I think I had that toy. It was the blue T-Rex, right?
No, Rhinox was the Rhino, my nigga.
Hey, you know what? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? No, I was kidding.
How y'all doing?
But yeah, I'm sorry. I had to give Beast Wars. That shit was rough.
All right, I'll for sure go. If that, do you want to go last, Marcelous? I'm so sorry. Or I'll go. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna go off for like kind of a little bit of Beavis and Butthead. We talked about Rocko's Modern Life. There's another show that was like really disgusting and stupid and unnecessarily stupid and disgusting. I really hate this show. And the parents of the main characters only had bottoms. They didn't have tops. And they even showed it. It was canon that they didn't have top. It was a cow and a chicken called Cow and Chicken.
Damn it, Tyler!
I love that show.
Really hated that show.
Oh my god, y'all hurt my heart.
I literally just spent like 5 minutes praising Charlie Adler, and you got to do this to him.
I really hated Cow and Chicken.
Dude, Cow and Chicken taught me how to eat ass, dog. Sorry, man. I cannot consciously put that on my top 3. If that shit taught me how fucking good that shit was, dog. I feel you, Tyler. Tyler, I acknowledge that you are right. It has its moments. But once again, I am not going to say something is trash when it taught me the most important thing on how to eat ass, nigga. And it taught me how to eat ass perfectly and beautifully.
All right, guys, I'll see y'all later.
To appreciate all my meals.
I hate the fact that he's not wrong.
Not wrong.
I hate the fact that you're not wrong.
No.
Again,
most of the time I am, but not in this case.
I
love you, and I understand your decision. The big red guy was garbage, and he is a piece of shit. I agree with you 100%, man. I truly do. The episode when they were fucking weenies, and they were doing a musical about weenies, as hilarious as that was so bad. It was so bad, but goddamn, it was so amazing.
When I was a kid and I would go to school, I would go home from school and it would be like, "Oh, Crazy Beavers is on." I'd be like, "Oh man, that sucks." And they'll be like, "Nope, next, Cow and Chicken." I would like felt like I wanted just to throw the TV out the window and be like, "Fuck this."
I cannot consciously let that happen. I'm sorry, Tyler.
Man,
I love you though.
Okay,
it's so good. It's all good, man.
Right. I'm about to reference something. I'm about to reference something that a lot of
you hurting, man.
I'm about to reference something that a lot of younger people probably wouldn't understand. Elizabeth, this is the big one. Y'all is hurting my heart, Lemar and Tyler.
Sorry,
I didn't know. I thought the top was gonna be difficult. Y'all killing me right now. Oh my inwards.
Sorry, but
my chest hurts.
You know it was true though.
Oh,
yeah, search your feelings.
Search your feelings.
I'm dead ass surprised no one has said Two Stupid Dogs. I love that show too. I'm dead ass surprised.
Two Stupid
Dogs. So here go. So
Two Stupid Dogs.
So mine was what's it called? Damn, y'all made me forget what my choice was. Let me get some high. So look, this was another one of those shows that tried to copy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It did it really well. It didn't do it really well. It did it bad. Because they didn't really try, but it was entertaining to watch. But it's number 2 for me because I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. I'm talking Samurai Pizza Cats.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah. Go ahead. Because I can explain that. No problem.
Because I don't understand how they were mutated cats that were samurais that love pizza, and niggas still greenlit this to go. Am I saying nigga too many times? I'm gonna stop and let Matt explain this. Matt, explain
Marcelous, you're on a show with Matt. You have not said that word too many times.
So here's the reason. The reason why Samurai Pizza Cats was so damn bad is because of the fact in Japan, when it first originally aired and everything, was completely fucking different. The only reason why it was weird in this case is because of the fact that you know how America is when it comes to different shows, just like the whole thing. They rewrote the whole fucking thing just for American people. Completely fucking different than how it is in Japanese. In Japanese, it actually has a plot, storyline, it's actually fucking amazing. I am dead ass serious. The whole Pizza
that makes
Cat thing
sense because the show was cool.
Purely because of America. That's it. Because at that time, Pizza Hut, Domino's, and all that shit was getting real popular, and they were like, let's add a spin on it with pizza. Yep. That's the reason. That is the reason why it was so bad and so weird. That is the reason why
I've never seen it
myself.
myself.
So bad. I watched both of them, and on subtitles it's completely fucking different. I'm dead ass serious.
Okay.
Samurai Pizza Cats is damn good in Japanese in original language. Here in America, they completely rewrote the whole fucking thing, just like the whole Sailor Moon and their cousins and shit. Same shit. Yeah. Same fucking thing, except it was the whole goddamn series.
That makes sense because that makes sense because the animation was tight. There was a lot of good things there, and you're just like, why isn't this working?
They cut it. They fucking cut it. They cut whatever because they want to keep it like safe for like Americans. They were like, oh, foreign people, they don't know shit. They don't know what a fucking thing is, and they were just like, nah, we'll change it. 100% change that shit. And translation between the two series was fucking rough. Fucking rough, dude. Oh my god.
All right.
That's the reason.
Okay. All right, Matt.
So I just want to clarify one more time why Sonic Underground is so fucking bad, right? So look, I just want to say, you know, a series is fucking bad when fucking Urkel himself is like, I don't want no acknowledgement of this, because he was the voice of Sonic as well as the sister Sonya as well too. He fucking said, look, I was desperate for money, and this was during, I think it was right before Family Matters money started kicking in and shit, and he was like, I gotta get my voice out there and everything. So when he fucking did it, he was a part of it. But even now, in general, he didn't acknowledge it after the whole series, because it was like, god damn, this shit was so fucking bad. And I played two voices, especially a woman's voice as well too, which I really sucked at as well too. So fuck it, he did not. If Jaleel fucking White is like, hey, I don't want to acknowledge this, you know it was bad. So I'm choosing once again Sonic Underground. Okay, the colors, it gave fucking people. Oh my god, what's it called? Seizures. The seizures fucked up people as well too. Fucked up. Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
But what one?
What's the list again? I know it was Beast Wars, Beavis and Butthead.
No. Captain Planet, Cow and Chicken, Beast Wars, Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh my god. Yeah. None of those, because legit, I love Beavis and Butthead. I love Cow and Chicken.
Beavis and Butthead's not on there. It already won.
Shit. God damn it, I keep forgetting.
Captain Planet, Cow and Chicken, Beast Wars, Samurai Pizza, Sonic Underground.
Okay, the only one I have to choose between Beast Wars and mine is I'm going mine, because Beast Wars was not that bad. It got better. Okay, Cow and Chicken, once again, I'm not going to acknowledge that. Captain Planet, talking about recycling and being healthy and nice and shit to the world and everything. I still hold by to that shit 100%. Okay, 100.
Sonic Underground.
You were afraid of being bored to death. I got it.
Don't matter. Nah. Have you watched Sonic Underground? If you watched Sonic Underground, you understand why.
It's terrible. Oh yeah. I don't. Exactly. I've never played a Sonic game, but it was a whole thing.
Don't say that. You got to cut that part out. Don't say that.
We'll start this again. Don't start again. Point is, Sonic Underground is my choice. I am being selfish, and I'm choosing Sonic Underground. 100%.
All right. I'm not going to judge that one because I'm keeping my card for this next one. So next one, I will be the judge. I'll be the judge. I can't even use my own card against me.
Yeah, you can. You can.
I'm gonna
defend yourself.
Okay. Alrighty. All right, Matt, you go first.
Cool. So let me clarify one more time how bad Sonic Underground is. Okay.
It won number 2.
No, I know, but I still want to clarify how fucking bad this show was. Okay. Motherfucking Jaleel White said all this shit. This show fucking gave people seizures because all the goddamn color. That's why I got taken off so fucking soon off the TV shows, because they almost got sued 50 fucking times, which is sad because DIC is a company that made different animation shows, and I think they worked on the X-Men one as well too, and they did so damn good, but then they gave us this shit, and it's like, why would you give us this? Why would you give us this after the other Sonic Adventure fucking series that you gave us, with Tails, Robotnik, Scratch, and everything? Anyway,
America and money.
Okay. I was trying to make a joke, man. Yeah, you're right. But the point is, I'm choosing Little Rosie, which is the animated cartoon of Roseanne Barr. So fuck her.
Wait, they had a little role. Wait, what?
No
little role?
way.
Nah, let me. Yeah,
that's a thing.
Yes, it is. during that time, just like how you mentioned the whole celebrity had their own cartoons and shit like that.
Oh,
Roseanne Barr
my
had her own as
God.
well too, and it was basically her as a child making the same horrible bullshit ass jokes that she fucking did now, and it was horrible. It sucked.
She didn't
It
even
wasted our
voice
time.
herself. It was voiced by Kathleen Lasky. Wow.
Exactly. But she did put a role into it and everything because I think she was part of the production. But it still sucks. I just want to still clarify: Sonic Underground sucks, but Little Rosie can suck my nuts, nigga. Fuck her. Fuck that show. Fuck everything about that shit.
Wait, I'm calling something here. Little Rosie is just Little Lulu, but they just repurposed it for
which is funny
Little
because Little
Lulu.
Lulu was on my list as well too as number 2 before I really went
That's
to
all they
Sonic
did.
Adventure.
Oh no, they didn't.
Yeah, that's why I fucking fuck Little Rosie.
Wow.
Fuck Little Lulu.
Oh
Fuck
my
Little Lulu.
god.
Fuck
Oh
Sonic
my
Underground,
God.
but fuck Little Rosie. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
Kiss my ass. That's my choice. That's my number 1.
Okay, I'm gonna go next if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Sorry
so
about that rant.
That's
no,
all
you're
good.
You're good. I'm gonna keep on the lines of Matt. That's why I'm gonna go next. My number 1 is actually tied for 2. There are movies that did wonderful, and they were like, you know what? We're gonna try and make a cartoon out of it. The cartoon they made in question is James Bond Jr. and the Mask. Now,
that was funny as fuck. I love
James
the
Bond
mask
Jr.
one. No, the mask one was actually
It was recycled.
It was rehashed. Oh hell,
All it was. James Bond Jr. was so sad and so annoying that I don't understand how these things got greenlit. I can't even get into how bad it was.
Desperate.
It was desperate. That's a good word. So desperate money grab, America money. Fuck those movies, those cartoons. I'm done.
Okay. Fuck.
It was a hard
That's
one
pretty
already.
good. Yeah,
Good luck
the
with
mask
this.
was really bad. I actually some of the episodes are on YouTube, and it is a hard watch. All right, Lemar and Aiden.
Do you have it?
I've got what I've got. I've got mine.
Go ahead.
Actually, Captain Planet probably would have been my number 1, but I'm gonna go something else really quick so I don't just rehash everything. I'm gonna go with something else that was talked about earlier because it was part of another show, and that show is Angela Anaconda because it was its own series.
Was it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was its own TV
I remember it was part of
series.
Kablam. I remember it was part of Kablam.
4 seasons. 4 seasons. 4 seasons.
That?
Now, the thing is that here's the thing. I don't remember any of the good things about the show.
Stop, Aiden. I'm
Six
gonna correct you. Yes, I'm gonna correct you. 6 seasons.
6 seasons.
Jesus.
6 seasons.
Wow.
It has as many seasons as Community does. So yeah, I don't remember any of the good things about that show, but the animation style alone, like I applaud trying to go for something new and
Different,
unique and all that kind of stuff. But that shit is nightmarish. Like it is like
It's like Xavier
every
Renegade
bat
Angel.
It is like imagine if they mixed stop motion and deep fakes. Like that is what
It was
fucking
rough.
Angela
Oh my God,
Anaconda
that
is,
was rough.
and it is horrifying. So Angela Anaconda is my pick. So
Wow.
6 seasons. What?
6
That's crazy.
seasons, and it opened the Digimon movie.
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, it was October 4th, 1999.
Yeah, it just picked up.
It just, yeah.
It was Canadian, so yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Guys, here's the thing. I think you all are missing the true worst animation of all time. And it's because you're a bunch of heathens. If you actually took time to watch this particular show, you would have been closer to Jesus. You would not be the weebs and degenerates you
know
are.
what you're doing.
Fuck out of here with that.
You wouldn't
Fuck outta here
be the
Fuck outta here
fucking
with that.
all the butt fuckings and the La Blue girls. If you just
But
watched
it's
a
the show
single
that involves the
episode,
cucumber.
if you just watched a single episode of VeggieTales, you too would be God-fearing children like this show wanted you to be.
So it's not about butt fucking, but it has a cucumber in it.
It
Yes, it
does
does.
have a cucumber in it.
They're Vikings at one point as well too.
if
They
you've
sing about being Vikings.
Ever
yeah.
watched VeggieTales? It is all just digestible ways of watching, reading Bible stories and stuff like that. And it was done in this weird, creepy ass 3D animation.
Yep.
and everyone had these big, wide, were watching you, children of the corn eyes, every time. I was never forced to watch it because I would start crying.
I was. It sucked.
Okay.
It was rough.
Okay. Fuck.
And then
hey, good luck with this, Tyler. You know,
Tyler has his.
Okay, so here's the thing. I really hate this show. I have never understood the massive following the show had. I didn't understand why anybody liked this show at school. I was one of the few, except for the girls, who also hated the show too, and it lived on to go to MTV after it left Nickelodeon. I will always hate every single part of this show, every single frame, every single everything. And I love the voice actors, and I got to give credit when credit is due. I hate Ren and Stimpy.
God damn it, Tyler!
I hate Ren and Stimpy with all of my heart.
I think it is.
I'm disgusting.
People say I am. I'm not.
I think it is. I think it is vile. I don't think it is entertaining even for a second.
Happy, joy, motherfucker. Log, my nigga. Log.
No.
And I don't.
What do you have against Billy West?
What do you have against toast man?
I want to be. I want to be very selfish here. Like, I really want to be, but I know you guys will throw your card at me fast.
Oh, hell yeah. In a heartbeat.
I'm gonna say this because I forgot this show existed. Because it really disgusts me. I agree. I gotta give him props for at least trying. But the thing is that even for '99, it looks when it got its own show, it was terrible. I have to give it to Adin and Angela Anaconda. That show was like, honestly, like here's the thing, like Ren and Stimpy gets your disgusting points and stuff like that. Angela Anaconda was like, hey, those personality traits that everybody hates about you, we're just gonna exploit that, and like, we don't want to watch that because we hate those points about ourselves as well. Not only do we hate that about other people, we hate it about ourselves too. So it's like everything you're exploiting, like, no, it's like a whole bunch of nope. And the fact that it got 6 seasons is actually another reason why, like, it kind of influenced my pick. Where I'm like, somebody said, yeah, that for 6. I know it's.
And they just kept saying yes.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Marcelous and I
think it was
drove down that car.
I think it was on like ABC Family or something like that.
We had the big Joker.
Yeah.
Hey, me and Lemar had the big Joker.
We was about to blow that shit all the way up. You said Ren and fucking Stimpy.
I almost said it. I didn't say it. I really wanted to. I hate Ren and Stimpy, but
fuck that. Tyler, be selfish. Choose it.
But dude, Angela Anaconda was like,
that's a cursed image.
Fuck, were you
that's
thinking?
A cursed series,
like, seriously, South Park existed, and the first episode of South Park looked better than this. Like, that's how bad that was.
Well, I feel like now. Wait. I feel like now that we've heard that Canadian, I feel like they were trying to do. They saw South Park move out into that next field, and they tried to do the same thing, and it didn't.
I feel like South Park's Canadians were modeled after Angela Anaconda.
I think it. That would make sense. That would make sense.
Oh my god!
Damn.
And on that, we now have our entire list with our top 5 being at number 5, The Magic School Bus, number 4, Rocko's Modern Life, number 3, Ed, Edd and Eddy, number 2, South Park, number 1, Rugrats, and our bottom 3, which is at number 3, Beavis and Butthead, number 2, Sonic Underground because Matt is selfish, and number 1.
That's fucking right.
And number 1, I agree with it too. And number 1, Angela Anaconda for the worst 90s show of all time within 1990 to 1999. Yeah, right. Yeah. And on that note, you guys, it is time for all the plugs and stuff. Marcelous, where can they find you?
You can find me at LycanNerd.com or LycanNerdTV on YouTube. That's a werewolf with a 401k or a lupine with glasses. That's right, the Lycan Nerd himself.
It's amazing. Lemar.
Top of the morning to your lots of lasses. My name is LemartheConGuy. You can find me on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter, all under LemartheConGuy. Make sure you follow me here. And I hope Just, you don't know who the fuck I am. Why? Fuck off.
World famous Lemar the Con Guy. And Matthew Johnson.
See that little logo right there on that TV? Just Google it. Just Google it. Look at my shit. Go on my Instagram. Look at it. Just Google it. Or just follow me at LemartheConGuy on Instagram. Remember, it's LemartheConGuy on Instagram as well, too. Remember that.
You're not the same person. I don't wear glasses yet, motherfucker.
Not, you said yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's coming. Oh, it's coming.
Yep.
Oh,
Exactly.
man. And to our amazing, super special guests, the man of the hour, or the man of the 2 hours, Mr.
Marcelous, you
Adin
keep
Rudd.
pointing at me.
So you
on
can
my
find-
camera is him.
Oh.
You find me on basically everything at Adin Rudd, ADINRUDD. I got a bunch of roles and things coming out. I'm doing TikTok now, so yeah.
Nice.
Recently got to announce that I may finally make an appearance in Genshin Impact as Kunjun.
Oh, yeah.
He talks to rocks. It's fun. But Genshin's a great game, and trust me, we've got plenty more coming in the next few months because this year has been like the busiest I have ever been. So
Hell
not
yeah.
to
you,
humble, not to humble brag, and I can't talk about anything, but
Of course.
Oh, but
Yeah.
you can't talk about
Yeah.
nothing? Can you give us a little
Yeah.
teaser or something? Or not?
I can't.
But
Yeah.
no,
Aye.
no, but Aiden, I heard that you landed that role in NDA, and that is awesome. Just kidding.
Yeah,
That was-
I'm the
that was
N.
a terrible joke.
I'm
That
the
was
N.
the word. Lamar just like, I'm washing my eyes at this bad joke. Anyway, but yeah, thank you so much, Aiden. You guys, I'm actually kind of proud of this list. This is actually a really good list. And
I'm hella proud of this one.
And on that note, you guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. We have some great weekly shows that come out every single week, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If not, this is available on all podcast apps, and you can go to our website, thegrandgeeks.com, or The Grand Geek Gathering, or Indie Comics. We have a bunch of URLs that go to our website. We go to thegrandgeeks.com for articles, our other shows, and so much more. I stream on Twitch every once in a while. Follow us on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we are also on Discord. And yeah, we have some other really exciting things coming up in the future, so definitely check out our social media for some announcements. And yeah, the music has been provided by Carlisle Laurent. Have a wonderful week. Wear a mask, and GGG.
You.
Grand Geek Gathering.